Please, Coyle.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Minister, for being here. I was in Poland just a few weeks ago and at the embassy, and we saw the tremendous work that is being done over there. And we also met with UN and Red Cross. And although there's a lot of work that's being done, we don't toot our horns with the amount of efforts that are being done and the amount of work Canadians are doing over there for the Ukrainians. That's not my question. My question is about the number of staff that is or vacant positions that you have in the FSIA officers, and it is related to when CEDA was with your foreign services when you started the la fusion of your departments. And according to the information that we have, there were reclassified positions as international assistance position abroad, and several positions at headquarters to include rationality as a condition of employment. In the response to the committee, GAC noted that the selection process to appoint personnel to the reclassified positions stated in 2018 and was complete in 2020. According to them, in March 2022, there were 271 FSIA officers and 74 vacant positions in that stream. So could you explain the vacant positions and what it has on the work that we are doing abroad?
I'm going to pass it to Chris in a second here. But first of all, when it comes to the number of people where we have them around the world, this is something that we do need to do a better analysis on. Even I'm seeing it. So when I go to visit, I see how much, when I sign off on an initiative or funding, the amount of work that actually comes with it. I can make a decision, but you need to make sure you have a number of people on the ground. The balancing between how many people that we have in headquarters versus people on the ground, and having the right people on the ground with the right authorities, delegated authorities, also just as important. And we do need to take a look at it, is where people are willing to go. It actually goes to Senator Wu's also question, depending on the type of recruitment that we do, and in terms of how we can fill some of those vacancies. So that balancing piece is something that we're looking at right now, especially in our portfolio, because we're doing a lot. But as you can say, you can push all the resources the money that you want. If you don't have enough people on the ground, you're not going to be able to do the programming. Chris, you want to get into that?
Sure. So this actually was not the question of vacancies, but this actually was one of the main advantages of the amalgamation of the departments. One of the things that we were able to do was actually integrate who had been an entire cadre that went overseas regularly in CEDA, but didn't do so within the same structure as the Foreign Service stream, which has its own union, has its own rules and regulations, training and whatnot. We did it as CEDA and a little bit more by the seat of our pants, to be perfectly frank. When the department came together, one of the first things that we did was to create the FSIA stream, as you mentioned. It's a part of the Foreign Service stream, and it created 271 positions with 138 abroad. As is the case with all of our Foreign Service deployments overseas, they take priority. So we always ensure that the positions overseas are filled first, and we manage vacancies in headquarters second. The second thing that I would say is, even though we didn't have the same type of rigor in CEDA in terms of having a dedicated rotational stream, the advantage of not doing that was that the entire department was development focused, and we drew down on a much broader swath of the population. And so what we're able to do at headquarters is, when we have vacancies, is we're able to draw down on other parts of the development cadre to fill in for those gaps. But like every department in the city, we're dealing with the labor market challenges that we're seeing across the country right now.
Thank you very much.